My name is Rafael Fernandez, and my speech is about the most impressive migration from Cuba to the United States, known as the Mariel, which took place between April 15 and October 31 of the 1980s. The main reason of this migration was the search of freedom, because people in Cuba were extremely controlled by Fidel Castro government, who changed the capitalistic system we used to have to an extremely controlled communism in Cuba, since he took possession of the island in 1959. The event happened after more than 10,800 people get into the grounds of the Peruvian embassy in Havana on April 4 of the 1980s, after Cuban government guards were removed from the embassy as a Fidel Castro response to a dispute between Cuban government and Peruvian government, because previous weeks a small group of people entered the embassy asking for asylum. The news spread through the whole island, creating a negative opinion in the island and worldwide. However, in order to fix the situation, Fidel Castro announced the opening of Port of Mariel, located at Pinar del Rio. I got a map of Cuba showing the exact location where the event took place. After that, he invites all Cuban Americans to come to the island to pick up their families, friends, and anybody who wants to leave the island on their own. The event, the announcement was well received by Cuban Americans who immediately took action. They came from Florida to Cuba in any kind of boat, especially small boats, which most of them were overloaded with people putting in risk their life. I got some examples of how people left the island in bad conditions. During the migration, Fidel Castro did not cross his arms and watch how people were leaving the island without any consequences. He took advantage and released people from jails and mental institutions and sent them to the United States with the purpose of cleaning up the island. However, it did not change Jimmy Carter's mind, who announced that the United States will welcome with open arms and heart all refugees seeking for freedom. However, he took some precautions, such as asking for reinforcement from all over the Atlantic seaboard and calling 900 people that were retired to active duties because the need of experience. I got some pictures of how the United States Coast Guard helped refugees to get to the United States during the migration. Only in the month of May, 88,000 people get to the United States, and at the end of the migration, around 125,000 people get to the United States, from which 23,000 were criminals under Cuban law. However, only 2% of them, or 3%, were original criminals under the United States law. The others were offenses to the Cuban government. The rest of them, also immigration centers were created, such as one at Miami, to help with the process of X-rays, fingerprints, before releasing people with their families. The rest of them were sent to refugee camps in Florida, Arkansas, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, where bad things happen, such as rapes, abuse, and beatings, because it was very difficult to control too many people living in one place for a long time. At the end, the United States could overcome this situation and release all Cubans to create a beautiful life in the United States. And this is a very good example of how the United States system can work very well to help people to get to what they want. Also, with this presentation, I'm trying to inform all people that don't know about the immigration, what people will do in the search of freedom.